What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Call of Duty mobile video. So obviously the reason why you clicked on this video is to be able to snipe like a pro in Call of Duty mobile. Like this. Or like this. Oof, that was nutty. If you are interested in improving your sniping skills, make sure you watch the rest of this video. I'm going to show you tips and tricks to be able to snipe better. But next, I want to remind you, I am still giving away 2 free battle passes. All you have to do is tune into the live streams. We stream every single day on this channel. Subscribe, make sure you've got your notification bells on, and hit a like on the video. If we can get up to 500 likes, I'll give away a 3rd battle pass in Call of Duty Mobile. So without further ado, boys, enjoy.
Yeah, baby girl, you're so damn fine, though. Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind, though. Talking bands, I got it. Benjamins in my pocket.
So welcome back to another tutorial video, guys, on Call of Duty Mobile. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you the optimal settings you need to be able to snipe in Call of Duty Mobile. And we're going to start with the controls. Now, as you can see here, I used advanced mode. I'm not going to go into too much detail about your custom layout because I'm actually using the Samsung Galaxy Tab S4. And I know a lot of you guys use a mobile device instead of a tablet. So this is my custom layout. Obviously, you guys can copy this if you feel comfortable copying this, but again, you're going to have your personal preference on that. So the main trick and tip that I use to snipe in Call of Duty Mobile is the shooting mode. Now, if you click on the little cog wheel on the right hand side just here, now on here you're going to have HIP for all of your assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, LMGs and pistols. Now, what I put with my sniper is ADS instead of HIP. This basically means when I go into my custom layout, as you can see on the top right of the screen, you've got your target button just here. Now, with the sniper, because I've got it set to ADS, I don't actually have to use that with the sniper. Now, I know you guys know that no-scoping in Call of Duty Mobile is a no-go. If you no-scope in Call of Duty Mobile, the bullets can go in any direction, and you've got about a 30% chance for you to actually hit your enemy when no-scoping. Now, because I've got mine set to ADS, all I need to do is press the fire button to hold it down, and it's on press to release. So all I need to do is release it to shoot. This tactic actually helps out hugely when you're sniping in Call of Duty, so you really want to use it. I mean, if you guys really want to try some no-scopes, I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. But in my opinion, the release to fire, which you can set just here, which I'll show you again, go into the cogwheel just here, go down to sniper rifles, and make sure you've got it set to ADS. Now that means, again, you will press to release fire when you're sniping, which I'll show you later on in the video. Okay, secondly, guys, we're going to go into the basics. Now, a lot of you guys are going to have this set up anyway. Obviously, you always want aim assist on. That's obviously self-explanatory. Aim assist is definitely needed in mobile games, like in any other mobile game you play. Now, you want to have the fixed joystick on, and with the ADS, you're going to want to have tap to ADS on to enable the press to release fire on the sniper rifle. Obviously, as well, you're going to want to have sliding, which is self-explanatory as well. And that's basically all you need on the basics. You want to have always sprint on, which I've always got on too. And that's basically all you need. So next, we're going to go into the loadout. Now, a lot of you guys don't really know which sniper to use. Now, obviously, in my opinion, and the one I always use is the DLQ-33. Now, this sniper is a one-shot sniper from the waist up. So if you shoot someone in the leg, it will only damage them and you have to hit them again. With that said, now we're going to get into the attachments. Now, the attachments I use, a lot of you guys don't really use the tactical scope sniper rifle. Now, this tactical scope, which basically adds a red dot onto the sniper rifle, is a lot better than the standard scope when you unequip it. Now, again, that's down to your sort of personal preference, guys. Now, my opinion, again, the tactical scope is the best to have on the sniper, and this tutorial is basically going to be with the tactical scope on. The second loadout, you always want to have the extended mag on the DLQ-33 because you're always going to need more bullets because it's got a very slow reload speed. You always want to have the stock sniper rifle on as well, which adds mobility, which makes you run faster with the sniper. And you also want to have the FMJ sniper rifle bullet penetration, which will put the damage up to 100, as you can see there, and it will enable you to shoot enemies behind walls, which I'll show you in a second. Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you're sniping, guys, is whenever you have an enemy in front of you, you always want to make sure the crosshair is on the actual person centered on them before even scoping in, like I'm doing just here. So it means when you scope in, you can just snipe him as easy as that. Okay, secondly, when you're sniping, you always want to make sure you are moving from side to side, because if you're standing still, you're just an easier target for enemies to be able to shoot you. So you always want to make sure you're moving side to side when you are scoped in on an enemy. Now, thirdly, this is where it gets a little bit more advanced. So when you're actually scoped in on an enemy, now this is where aim assist actually comes in of help. If you scope in an enemy and you're not already centered on them, like I'm doing here, you want to just practice flicking your thumb or your finger, whichever you use, towards the enemy. So as you can see, just move it just to the left and then scope in on them. Move just to the left and then scope in on them, just like that. You want to practice this as much as possible because the enemies obviously move from side to side. And number 4, guys, as you can see, the enemy in front of me right here is moving from side to side. So what you want to do is you want to practice trying to keep the cursor on the enemy while they're moving. As you can see, the aim assist really does help you here because it kind of tracks the enemy as they're moving, which makes aim assist really good in this. So before even scoping in, like I said before, you want to make sure you're just following the enemy and you want to make the cursor stay as centered on them as possible. Now, number 5, getting even more advanced now. Whenever you snipe an enemy, you always want to roll straight after sniping them. Now, this obviously helps other enemies not being able to shoot you as quickly, and you want to just get into sort of a routine. It's all going to be sort of muscle memory at the end of the day, guys, but like I said, the best thing that the pros actually use when sniping is sliding. As you can see here, I'm just going to scope in, and you can either slide to the right or the left, whichever you find. So as you can see right there, muscle memory, and it does really help when trying to avoid enemy fire after sniping someone. Okay, now number 7, sniping is all about reaction time. So as you can see here, obviously you're going to be going around corners and seeing enemies. So what you want to do is, as soon as you see an enemy, you want to try and scope in as fast as you can and get the red dot on them as fast as possible, like I'm doing here. So again, first thing you want to do is get the cursor centered on the enemy first before scoping in, and then aim assist will come in order, and it'll be as easy as this. So you go around a corner, you can quickly center on them, and you obviously want to practice swiping as well. And it's all going to take practice, guys. Now, number 8, guys, what you want to do is you want to practice tracking your enemy with the red dot like I'm doing here. I'm scoped in, and you want to just practice going around and trying to center yourself on an enemy before shooting. Coming in at number 9, all the enemies are obviously going to be sliding, guys. So what you want to do when sniping is you want to wait for the enemy to stand up from the slide before shooting as well. So that's a really good tactic to use when sniping. And number 10, guys, the last tip I'm going to show you is shooting through walls. This is very necessary for pro players. As you can see, the players moving in and out of the wall. As you see, this wall right here is wood. Now, not all walls are going to be shootable, and you're not going to be able to penetrate all the walls with the sniper bullets. So I'm going to show you another wall that doesn't actually use. So you want to make sure you're trying to snipe people through the right walls. Otherwise, it's just not going to go through, and it's not going to work. Just like this, guys, here's the other wall. So this wall, I can't actually shoot through. So as you can see, I'm actually tracking the enemy using the aim assist, which is really good because it tracks them still slightly just as you go through the wall. But as you can see here, I can't actually shoot the bullet through the wall, even with the FMJ attachment on the gun. So I hope this guide has actually helped you improve your sniping skills, guys. If it has, drop a comment down below and let me know. The best thing to do is to go into a private game with some of your friends, practice swiping, practice aiming, maybe change the scope to the normal scope, whatever your preference is. So again, I'm still giving away 2 free battle passes, and if we can get this video up to 500 likes, I'll be giving a 3rd one away on stream. We stream every single day on this channel, so don't forget to press that subscribe button, hit a like on a video, and I'll see you in the next one.